This is the Royal Palace. We're in Rabat.
You hear that, Stephen?
Having a good time.
Muhammad is sixth, honey.
Is the name of our lovely king.
The last one was Muhammad the fifth.
Yes.
Hassan the second before him. And Muhammad the fifth was the grandfather.
Oh, the grand. Okay.
Cool.
He's highly regarded by the How did you go out from the airport? Is the storm over?
We left long before.
Before, oh yeah.
We left.
You were in Europe, you said?
We were in London.
Oh yeah.
We were in London Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
For you.
And the storm came Friday. We were already in London.
Oh, yeah.
But our family is home, you know, with all the snow. The snow is,
And that's
Well,
where
I've
we
seen it.
I
enter.
guess, up to here.
I've seen it. Well, the worst is like Massachusetts.
Yeah,
and
but
Connecticut
we're
and,
but where we are also.
Yeah.
We're right.
These are Roman ruins, but it's inhabited by storks. But listen to that noise. There's the storks talking to one another.
So now who's wearing a hat?
Morocco.
And it's Aziz, our guide for this site in Rabat.
Okay.
We have different designs of hats, you know. I mean, Jewish guys, yeah. I mean,
Where is that stork? This place is stork heaven. Listen how they talk to one another. They're like ospreys in their nests.
And there's not ospreys. Look at the lovely mosaic. And the babies.
Those towers are called minarets.
this minaret goes back to the 14th century.
The 14th century.
And the water here is springing. It's like a very good place for studies.
Yes, it's very, very.
That was a pool. What were these, like little rooms over here?
There
Yeah,
was
I mean,
the dormitory.
Yeah. So I think when you go to Fez or Marrakesh,
Amazing.
This is night, yeah. We just went right to sleep. Yeah, the hotel was like that tonight.
This is the tomb of Mohammed V
And the sun.
and his two sons. One son over there, and the other son over there. These two guys are cleaning. Unfortunately, the weather is a little on the rainy side. Look up, Linda. That's the tomb we were just inside, or the memorial, or whatever they would call it. Here we are in Fez, and we're walking up to the Royal Palace, which is way down there. It's a beautiful day, thank God.
Entrance of the Mala. For sure there is a subject of change behind, more space, more car can get in. The same case with the Royal Palace. This is not the old Royal Palace gate that is used by the Ghanaian kings. I show you the one.
The entrance to the Milah, the Jewish neighborhood, old Jewish neighborhood.
It's a long time in the picture.
The entrance to the royal palace. There's Khalid
Hi.
and Linda taking pictures. Always taking pictures.
Khalid and I.
How are you?
It's good.
Good, thank
Let's
you.
go inside.
Like I'm explaining.
Okay, yes, that's very nice. Okay, the tile.
10th century tiles. 10th century tiles. Not that one as a technique, because this one is 1968 tiles. And you know, here is a tip for you. The yellow color appeared till 17th century. Red, sorry.
The red, yeah.
The yellow, 14th century. And the other blue, black, white, green from the 10th century. Long time ago, from the beginning. And this is why we call this, tile zilij. Zilij in Arabic is Andalusian style. This shahada to say there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is his prophet. To tell you.
Wait, so Muhammad is the prophet, he's not God.
No,
Oh, I
he's the
thought it was
prophet. He's the prophet. There is only one God. For
And
the
that's
Christian,
Allah.
for the Jews,
Yeah,
and for
one-
the Muslim,
one God.
we know. It's just the terminology, different term that we use.
So
You
Allah-
God,
so
you. Normally, this is considered, it's beautiful. There's a lot of things which is not existing in New York.
No, you don't sell them in the street.
I was in the United States. This is something totally different. Here, going in a different rhythm.
Yeah.
The
Chairs.
atmosphere of the medieval age. Look at these balconies.
I'm kind of looking at what they're selling here.
Mattresses, and this is some kind of oven that you use it to bake what you can say bread or whatever.
That sign means no
Oh,
motorcycles.
what's the second?
Just like the one that just came through.
No, he get it out. He'll get it. Refrigerators. There's a lot of renovation going
I
on.
see that, I do see that. Take
okay.
a person.
When you go close, this is different. Some people they may see yes, some people they may pose and ask for money.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Well, the problem is I don't have any small money.
Yeah.
Well,
The
you
smallest money I have is
I can
100.
help. I can help.
could have gotten a little change so you can put it in your pocket.
We're going to do that someplace.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Well, we have to ask somebody before Inshallah.
That's it, the guy
Looking at the chandeliers.
Chandelier, the modern one. Okay. It's easy. The Jews, they have no problem at that time. They were not conservative like the Muslim. The Muslim, they don't want their wives to be seen by other strangers.
okay, so the-
Exactly. The Jews, they have no problem at all. This is why there is a lot of Andalusian style, a lot of balconies here, and not in the other section of the city. That's it.
That's interesting.
Yes, very interesting.
Well, yeah, and plus it's nice because you get some fresh air.
In Mela, which was a Jewish neighborhood.
Farine to make bread, and they have water, soft drink,
Look at this.
you
It's
know,
just like a-
Thai, detergent, everything, cookies. So this is, to help the renovation of it. It's happened in 1999. And the inauguration, the same period of time. This synagogue was not the only one. Many synagogue was here. I heard maybe because of what's going on, there is maybe they're gonna open another synagogue here. They do a renovation of it. I'm not sure because I heard something because it was closed for renovation.
This is for you, Michael. When you really decide to retire, you can open up your office here. This fine souk neighborhood. Look at this satellite dish. Oh, we're getting waves. Come down and ask for money. I want you to see the wiring here.
And this is look back. Look back.
Look at the. I'm looking at the electrical wiring.
Yeah, I'm adding something that it's UNESCO gives some money for the renovation. This is the good things with the synagogue.
Sign is on the A. Is it on the right?
Wait a minute now.
No, it's not. It's the other. He's in the ambulance. Look at that. I got it. He's going in the ambulance. I got it. Did you zoom in on the ambulance?
They guarantee over $300,000 annually speaking to look after the sick animals of us.
Established in 1920s.
About chicken, turkey, they still have a lot of farming area here. And this is good to give you an idea about it used to be farming neighborhoods. Farming is very important here. Until today we have 45% of the Moroccan Moroccan people, they live outside. And you have the southern view, which is really great. The sun is behind us. Perfect. Like
That's the Palais Jamais where we are staying. This is called the Medina. And up over there is the Mullah. And that was the Jewish quarters.
We leave it to dry, we step on that fruit and we knead it again by hand. We take off small air bubbles so that it gets cracks when we bake. We put the clay here, we bake it twice. We have a clay in the salt Morocco is red. This is different, it's stronger. That's why we use it for making the mosaic. Mosaic inside is the kick wheel. Yes.
Hello. Salam.
This burns very, very hot.
What's it called? Frit? Is that frit? No, not frit.
For fire, for fuel.
Yeah.
Bake it twice. The first bake in 1000 degrees. Second, the bake in 1200 is for the glazing, for the colors.
How do you close the door?
We play with certain tiles.
Oh.
We use tiles and play.
This is what they make here, this pottery cooperative.
ده بينا النوم.
Underground.
شيء حلو. لك أنت شوف هذا اللي تيضم أنا ديما كانوا هذا هم قاعدين.
Those little egg cups.
كنا ما نقدروش السلام يا صباح الخير السلام. شوف أنت خايت هذه إحنا ماشي فراسك بس الدمار. Draw and the turnover.
How long does it have to dry?
About with cement take about 5 days. To make the fountain like that. And they turn over, and they like that. Take picture for that. This is the field of the garden for outside.
That's what they're making.
I'm gonna close it.
Are you there? There's the public water fountain for those who don't have water in their homes. Wow. The narrow
No way for tip people.
streets
Oh, I know.
in the
I'm
Medina.
sorry for the fat people in the United States.
One person wide, barely.
It's a World Heritage Site, but they need a lot of money to do the renovation. When you look at the building here behind, look how much beautiful after the renovation. I'm talking about the one here. But look at this. It needs some help. It needs some money. And by the way, this is the river underneath. Split the two neighborhoods. In the 60s, if you get here, you see the water. You have to go deep there to cross the bridge to get to the other side. But now they pave it. No. It's the veil. It's nothing. The Borgo I'm going to see it. I'm going to show you something similar to it. But the here is the natural that I told you about.
Yes, I love I don't need to tell. I'm just going to take your olive. You and your olives. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Black olive is the last stage. They cut it in a different way. But let's explain one thing. It's one kind of olives.
Okay, so
Dates? No. No. Olive Anglais.
I do speak English.
Far better than my French.
Ah, you are from where?
New York.
Ah, New York. Oh, an American. Pay attention. There's a lot of.
Please go.
no problem.
If I put more salt or not.
Olives by the pound.
This is like this here.
Cargo.
Look, they're still living.
The French, this cargo.
They're moving.
Escargot is bigger.
Now this is the local that is smaller than this, and it is bigger than this. Same family. The lady here is making a certain bread
Garlic.
on the top of the bowl. Garlic. And here's the garlic.
You can almost smell it from here. The strawberries are in season.
As a sign that I said, he's the only one in
Camel
this
meat.
We have 3 people in the whole Medina de Silva. 3 cultures. I have it. It's good. Got to be drowned in it. Because slices of it is tough. They're choked. So,
There's a liver, inner parts,
everything.
heart,
No waste.
sausage, brain. I'm getting nauseous thinking about it. Keep looking down.
Sardine is the wing-known fish. This is not expensive and healthy. Shrimp, calamari, sole, the whiting, sepia, anchovies, the smaller 1 anchovy, shop. باللغة العربية شطون. انشوفيس. ذاك هذيك خطيفة.
وهذه اسمها الدارجة الشطون بالعربية شطون. قلب على
This is the dyer soup. D-Y-E-R because they dyed materials for people. And that's how they get things in here. Is by donkey. Copper market. Things made out of copper.
I mean lanterns, by the way.
So they
Some
sell this
lanterns.
here or not? Or you can buy it?
This-
No?
yeah, you know, is to tell you by the way, the incense, the big one. Let's get away from this little like
This is copper market.
Attention, you behind you. Attention, sir. Big one.
And scarves. This is inside of the University of Fez, where Maimonides supposedly taught.
لا شافني عليها اللغة جمع اليوم.
Sit on her money though. Bonjour, bonjour.
See what the picture of your face.
Oh, I see. Oh. شو مش متعدات مضيق لك الضوء الشبكة. This. Okay. Oh, I got it. Okay, I got the jar. Oh. Oh, let's see. Okay. I'll do one more. Okay. No, this is, I'm sorry about that. And then this, right?
Right.
Yeah? And this, oh, this you have to, hold that. Oh, thank God.
Ma'am, there is a bakery here.
Yeah, I know, I just wanted.
Yes.
Where?
Please take your time.
Okay.
Look at the boy. He's getting the bread and taking it home.
And the donkeys.
Entrance of Shawara Tannery. We gotta go. Look at the donkeys come from outside. Why? They dry the skin of animals and bring it back to the tannery to work on hand, making slipper, making baboon, making other kind of bag.
هذا delicious.
Little donkeys.
Different angles to get more perspective of this free.
They're drying out the tans in the sun. after they've been dyed.
Look at the satellite dishes up there.
First, in the white vat. In the white vat, we put limestone and salt and pigeon dropping.
Pigeon dropping.
Why? Because it's acidic.
Well, that's right, that's right.
In England, long time ago, they use the
Gorgeous dresses.
Yeah. Yeah, this would be
The Museum of Art of Wood is really a museum, very interesting museum for you. I have the budget, so you're welcome to visit that museum to get to learn about it. Yes.
We will.
Yes, we will.
These are called wedding chairs.
هو داك الشيء اللي كاين كتجي واحد السويعه واحد السويعه دوز الله.
And this is the carrier that the bride rides in on.
Something else. I
Well,
like
you know,
This is an example of the hand carving they did. You can see the intricate work, which must have taken dozens and dozens of hours to create this thing. One hand carved.
be happy when you take pictures.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo. This is called the Blue Gate. Pretty obvious. And I'm being waved on through traffic. Another view of this gate.
And it's not a really old game, it's just a replica of it from
The entrance to this soup, no donkeys allowed. Outdoor chicken coop.
Century, okay.
Century. The Romans were here 300 years, from 25 BC until 285 AD. 300 years was enough for them to build a lot, because the Romans were very good engineers of chocolate.
Of chocolate. And then I started getting fat, so he doesn't give it to me.
No, that's why it's not good. It's true. And others flour.
And then he would bring me flowers. Yeah,
but-
both. He would bring one
Both.
year. That's right, you did. You used to stop at Godiva. It's
From
true.
Belgium.
Well, let me take a picture so I can hear. I'll be right back.
Here's our friend the stork.
Everything I told you was collapsed during the earthquake. We will start our visit with the center. I will show you the Forum, Basilica, and Temple. I mean, it's commercial, political. In the bottom,
Yes, I see
we call it hierarchical society. The top are patricians, the storks are plebeians.
That's cute.
They clean the nest.
That's cute.
Yeah. have something to do. They are not there for free.
And the storks are busy building their nest that got blown away by the wind and rain a few days ago. Linda's with Rashid.
Careful.
Careful with the goods.
Good to be young mindfully. Because that is the main street, the highway, the boulevard.
Can you imagine what this must have looked like in the...
Well, when it was intact, with 20,000 population and 40 hectares, must be impressive, you know? Must be great.
Yes.
So crowded with the market, with terms, the bat, everything. Dunk.
Yeah.
Dunking babies.
But the baptism was for the Romans?
Oh, no, it's later.
Yeah,
in the time of
later,
Constantine,
yeah.
in 313.
Yeah, sure.
Before I told you it was a court justice palace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always in all the Roman cities, you have those three buildings: temple, religion. Here is politics, and the main square, that big place, is forum. In Latin, in Greek, agora. Agora is a market, a meeting place. There's the expression agoraphobia, fear of open spaces.
Open spaces.
Opposite is claustrophobia.
Yeah, claustrophobia.
Print. Some of them in Rabat Museum, and the rest has been taken away, stolen. There are shops here and houses behind. Of slaves, and then enjoy their time because they knew that life is very short, and then enjoy their time. They drink a lot, they eat too much, everything. In Latin we call it carpe diem.
Yeah,
See, those are hinges.
It was so small.
Yeah, and they sell.
That's the sewer entrance.
It's Italian but less. They sell in one thing, two things: fashion and gastronomy,
That's right.
cuisine.
That's cut
That's why
right
they
into the
conquered the
rock.
world now. Actually, only by pizza and spaghetti.
This beautiful mosaic.
That's a good expression.
What was this room?
It was the bedroom, and here is the guest room.
Wow.
Here we have a Roman acrobat, and here there's a fisherman, pescatore. And his mother, Julia, which is missing the top, was a chariot with 6 horses in bronze, but all gone. It's a shame, huh?
Yes, it is a shame.
The main street here is the highway, the Fifth Avenue.
Quite a view.
This is the main street, yeah. So that arch over
That was
there,
the main entrance.
that
That's
was
the
the
gate.
main, the gate of the
of the city.
The city. And the city was called what?
Volubilis means morning glory,
Morning glory.
and it was walled 2 miles.
Limestone.
But in that time, sometimes all the most important building covered with marble.
With marble.
But a lot of things has been taken away, stolen.
This was the main road. Oh, too fast. And there was the entrance gate.
Very pleasant here. I love this. It has been replaced. And the base of the Roman history is the myth. It's like a legend. Each god has a story. There on the left side is god of wine, Bacchus. We call him in Greek Dionysus. See the grapes? He's there.
Yeah.
So guided by Cupid, in the middle like angel Eros, god of love, and discovering Ariadne. See the lady here?
Yes.
She was the daughter of Minos, the king of Crete. She was sleeping on the beach of Naxos in Greece, and look her belly, she was pregnant.
Oh yes, look at that. Okay.
I thought you went to go sit in the bathtub.
Yeah, this is the time machine.
You're dismissed. It's all right. Notice the swastika. In Roman time, it was the sign of peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring them back.
Hitler reversed it.
Reverse it because they were crazy. We have a sidewalk, shops, and houses. Very impressive, huh?
Yes. A spectacular place. You said there were 20,000 people lived
Yeah,
here.
estimate, yeah.
Wowie.
A lot in the time, huh? No comments.
That's spectacular.
That's why I would like to come here, especially to see this beautiful and panoramic view, you know?
Oh, and with the beautiful
With the valley,
wildflowers. and the-
flowers.
Yes.
It look like a carpet, natural carpet. This gate has the entrance.
Right. Welcome to Disneyland.
Yeah. Green horse, Pegasus. You see Pegasus there?
Yes, yes.
And the beautiful color, look at the blue, it's lapis, that's right, the green, malachite, and terracotta.
Gorgeous.
Diana.
Diana, yeah.
Here we are outside Meknes. This is called the Fifth Gate or the Thursday Gate. And the reason it was the Thursday Gate is because there was a market right inside the gate that took place every Thursday. Today happens to be Thursday. This is the synagogue inside Meknes. Former synagogue, which is being restored. This is the Ark. Unfortunately, there's no electricity in here.
Feel that they were here. It's very special.
Ten Commandments on top of the Ark.
Lubavitch. Yeah, Lubavitch. Yeah, Lubavitch. And here, this is here, it says this is
This is the called New Jewish Cemetery. Of course, there's no Jews living here anymore. And look at all these cats. All little pussycats.
This guy here is the owner of the museum in Casablanca.
In Casablanca, I bet it's a nice museum, right?
David Levy, but he was dead about 8 months now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is Hassan II,
Oh, that's him.
the father, the father of the current king. I'm looking if I see a picture when I don't see it.
And we call this the new cemetery. That grave is 2003. This one is 1983. Kind of incredible. The arches all line up. It's looking out one way. He's looking out the other way.
And look at this beautiful board on the wall. It belongs to the ambassador's pavilion.
This is inside the granary of the crazy sultan who ruled from 1660 to 1725 or so.
So as I said, the water house all around the breeze is constituted of many vaulted cellars. And in each side,
The reservoir is down there.
there is a cistern about.
How far does this wall go? Look at it. It's got to be 1,000 feet.
Yes, here there were 900 horses.
These are where the horses lived out here?
I have seen this.
No,
Yes,
I
sorry.
never saw this. Where the horses lived here?
Yes, a part of the 12,000 horses. I will explain you that.
Okay. Oh yeah, look at that tree.
Yes, it is wonderful.
Oh my
Suspended
goodness
olive tree.
gracious.
I like it.
That is really something.
Yes, I will show you where, from where you can check it.
Yeah.
And there were 1,000 horses in here?
900.
900.
Horses.
900 horses. And up over here, there was a roof on top that collapsed in the earthquake of 1770 something or other.
Look at that.
And look at this vent nowadays. It looks
that's
like
very
the
interesting.
map of
These were
France.
the
Yeah,
pillars
that's right. That
before
does
they
look
were
like a map of
restored.
France, you're right.
Restored means they were covered with concrete once again.
Get a lot of Americans coming here?
Yes,
You
yes.
do.
They come in small groups, but a lot of.
This is the top side of Meknes.
Yes.
Yeah, that is very
There's a
beautiful.
diagonal, looks like 1,000 feet.
And on the left, you can take the other on the left if you want.
Compared to
So-
straight.
Oh, wait, on this side. Yeah, the
Yes.
same.
This is the Bab Mansour, or the Gate Mansour, which is the most famous gate going through the ramparts that surround the city of Meknes. It's quite prodigious, but there's too many people and buses here. This is the gate. On the other side, get a feeling for the size of it. And this is the souk, which is right outside the gate. Place I'm about to bury my wallet in my front pocket.
Don't get it free. I don't want to get
Linda,
Don't worry. So much. See, you can do it now. He's on me again.
don't throw it like that.
Like, you do it. Take a picture.
What do you mean? More food, huh?
You look a lot big in this camera. Shall I zoom it?
You can, sure.
I stopped it.
Good.
Close over there. They'll come jumping in. Get in fast. Well, now you know a lot about me, right? I'm out.
No guts.
I have no guts. No, thank you. I'm out of here.
They had sharp fingernails.
They do. If I wasn't wearing pants, they would have scratched your leg. No, I don't like.
Now we're on the road to Erfoud, and we're in the middle of a plain that's in between the Middle Atlas Mountains and the High Atlas Mountains. And I'm going to pull over for us to take this picture. So it's hard to believe that all that snow and those high peaks are here in Morocco. There's Linda looking around. That's our wonderful Hyundai SUV. Ahmed is safely securing that car.
Yeah, take a picture of me.
We just had a brief stop for lunch. And we're just looking once again at these just incredible mountains. The mountain range actually starts about where we are, and it continues to go all the way south, like several hundred miles down to the coast. There's Ahmed, and there's Linda, Now that we're done with lunch, we're getting ready to go for our camel ride on the Sahara. Believe it or not.
Yeah, me and the camel. Okay, yeah, which way? Yeah, right there, that's it. Me and the camel.
That's my shadow.
I can get on this camel. Oh, hello.
That's our little billy goat. These are some of the dunes. And we're going to be riding off on the dunes. Oh, that's where the sun's going to be.
I'll never get my leg off the camel.
Get on the camel. So we're now in the midst of a big sand dune, huge, high sand dune.
In the Sahara Desert.
In the Sahara Desert. Here's camel 1. Here's camel 2. Hey! Smiley! Yes, you're a good boy, aren't you?
Okay, I'm going to stay standing next to...
It's looking at you.
It's looking at me.
You understand Linda's fear of animals. Look at that.
I really liked him better than the other one, I think.
How'd you know?
This silly, I don't even have a beard.
Yes. And how's your buddy over here? Mr. Quiet Man. Now let's zoom back and just see
Where did he go?
how high. He went to hide behind a tree. Maybe he's peeing.
Oh, okay.
These dunes are like 100 feet high.
A bag.
Here's our guy.
Oh, I'm not going up any further. Oh, we want to walk up. I can walk up. Okay, well, I will. Walk is fine.
Here she goes.
Oh,
Billy goat.
Hey!
Hello.
Yay! Okay.
There's the camels.
Here we are.
There's the camels.
C'est bien. Magnifique. C'est magnifique.
There they are. David and Vicky. And here we are watching the sunset. Now we're having a break in the action this morning. It seems Ahmed hit a rock last night and his car is leaking oil. There's a mechanic looking at it. So we're left to roam the streets of Erfoud while they're taking a look at the damage. It's a very poor town on the edge of the desert. Just so you see how poor it is, that's the local taxi cab. A donkey. This is for real. That's how they do things. Ahmed is now dealing with shade tree mechanics. They've dropped the oil pan down. They found a crack in it. They're going to weld it, straighten it out, and put it together, and away we go. Shade Tree Mechanics. Like 1950.
Easy.
Those are how the Berber ladies dress.
Yeah, but don't take the face.
All dressed up in black.
So his name was, he built a nice house, I have to say. He built a very, very nice house. Thank you, merci beaucoup.
Yeah, bringing you coffee from another.
It seems that the coffee machine was broken, so he went across the street to the Z's gas station and brought the coffee because I wanted coffee.
Looks nice.
And it's very nice. Look, it's like a...
Well, it certainly smells very nice.
That looks lovely.
We're going to find out very soon. That's the local tow truck.
That could have been us. Oh, that's it. There's your glass.
This is really Shade Tree Mechanics. Amazing what you see just sitting here.
When you take those two women, but don't let it be obvious. That's the problem. I'm just trying not to be rude. The phone, I wonder who he's calling. Maybe there is a problem they can't fix, you know?
I don't think so.
Huh? I'm not drinking.
Well, look at that guy go.
Yeah.
Look at them come.
That's a taxi. I think I'll take a picture of that door.
This is the cemetery, Jewish cemetery in Erfurt. 1950s and 1960s. Here's the only stone.
Yeah, you have it better than me.
That's inscribed. All we can see for sure is the date.
Now you can see over here.
His head,
Oh my.
It's a synagogue.
the son of Abi Hasira. His father is.
Usually they would say so and something, but the
Don't know exactly. That's the picture of the man who's buried here. These are fossils in the stone that's been cut out.
It's beautiful.
Look at the fossils.
A long one, a big one, this is squeeze. On the sparrow, this ammonite. A red color, this is fire. Oxidation is the fire. It is animal very old. Oh, it's amazing, beautiful. The first with small machine, this is the diamond. Yeah, I work more with hand on the hammer. From I put this one only with hand on the water. Only hand work.
He's making a sink.
Yes. Yes. Inside the house, in garden, in terrace is no problem.
very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it lasted for a million years outside.
Beautiful.
Look what you come in here, look inside. You meet just I work here. I take visit explication for the tour. I speak a little English,
Yes.
a French, and Berber.
Oh, you think
Can you speak Berber? Is no problem.
No,
No, I don't.
no Berber.
Oh.
A little.
From the police is different. The numero, the 100, each in 1,000, only with water.
He's polishing the stone. It's a finished tabletop.
Yes. That's one I'm so natural. Same with the big about look with this vein, with this vein, a red color. With this I understand we have an animal inside.
Oh, really?
with experience. Look what you have inside. An animal is named trilobite.
Oh my goodness.
Trilobite, we have Trilops ethiopia. See, that's one very old, 500 million years.
500 million years old.
Yes, listen.
Wow. I'm now in the bottom of Tudra Gorge, which is narrow. It's like Zion National Park. And this gorge was cut by this river at one point in time. And it's almost as high as El Capitan. And that's a Creekside Hotel. Tudra Gorge. Kind of like this is the end of it. And that's the end of it. Donkeys. Yeah,
look, this is the water coming
the
from
water
this.
is coming from underground, right
Yes,
here.
Yeah, this is the source of the river Tudra.
Amazing.
It's always been here. جوج دقائق غادي نزيد.
Mineral water.
Yeah, mineral water. She asked me whether I can drink. I said yes.
You could drink it. Now we're on the top of the gorge. Looking out over the town below. It's spectacular. Looking out there, you'd think you were in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Looking out at that mesa. Wow. Is there a name for this?
No, no.
It's
It's a house.
Somebody's house.
Just
Somebody's
a typical
house.
Casbah.
Yeah.
Very
It's a
pretty.
typical Casbah. The architecture is very typical to the area.
This is a very rich man's house in the country.
Yeah.
Got it.
Good.
We have studios. Like
Yeah, we didn't go to the studio. I don't think we're going to
No,
go.
not it's not
Yeah, it's not
interesting.
that
It's, everything is not real. It's
No, yeah,
only
yeah, I know.
Set for
Yeah, you
movie
can go to
like.
Hollywood.
That's Hamid.
Now, what was the year that this was built? The
1754.
Oh, 17.
18th century.
Okay, 18th.
Everything is made in adobe, mud and straw.
Yeah. Right.
In summer it's very hot. Outside 45 degrees, 50. In winter at night it's so cold, like 0 degrees. So inside the temperature.
Do you mind if I take a picture of you in the Casbah? Sure.
This is the living room.
Where could you be? Let me see.
When he,
Wait, maybe.
when
Oh,
he
you
finish,
make
we
it.
go there.
Okay.
The ceiling is a cedar wood painted with vegetable colors. And the stucco is a plaster. Everything is handmade. No faces, no animals. It's forbidden by the Islam. Only geometric designs, flowers, or calligraphy.
Oh, very pretty.
To see outside when the
That's the throne of the
Thank you.
of the owner. Very
So that's
good.
his throne. He has a little
yes,
seat, the
there's some
cushion,
people sitting around.
and everybody comes around
Yes.
and dances for
That's
him.
why they open the windows low to see outside when they're sitting.
And they're sitting down.
Yeah, because in the synagogue it's like the mosque, no image.
No, there's no images at all.
No images.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
The Christian, there is the image.
Well, there's images of Christ and the Virgin Mary
Yes.
and
Angels, maybe.
angels, of course, angels.
But in the Islam it's forbidden.
Yeah, well, we forbid
No faces, no image. Because God, he got no physiognomy.
That's right. That's right.
Linda's in the show.
I'm sitting in the show.
Saint Jacques.
Saint Jacques show.
Le
Coquille
Compostelle.
Saint Jacques is the shell.
Well, you're not getting time out.
Because Christian did the pelerinage in north of Spain.
Yeah.
The south is warm in winter time. It's warm.
Another living room. And this ceiling is bamboo. You see the roofs are all like mud, adobe mud. That lake is created by a dam. The dam provides electricity, the lake provides water, etc., etc. See some of the power lines over there.
And here is for the guests, men and women in the room next. Is a party before the wedding. The wedding is 1 week. When the woman is pregnant, first months, there is a party. The 7 months also. After she gives the baby, there is big party to give the name. And then the first smile, the first cut of hair, the first tease, the first walk, cette canzone.
That we have inside the palace. Okay? So this is called Bahia Palace.
Bahia Palace. Now who lives here?
That's Yosef. These are the grounds of the Bahia Palace. Yosef is our guide for the entire day.
Yusuf.
Yusuf.
Yeah, I think said Joseph.
No, I didn't say Joseph. It means Joseph in English. Yeah, and we're walking through the grounds right now.
And also a way to drive back the evil eye.
A lot of people in here.
So here we are inside the first riyadh, which was used as an administrative quarter. So there are 2 rooms here. One was used as the secretariat. Then we have here the office of the Prime Minister. And over there we have the 3 waiting rooms. And also the size of it is a little bit bigger. Than
Yeah, because there were more people.
And
The Star of David. This was the waiting room for the people of the Jewish community who were waiting to see the Grand Vizier. This was the waiting room for the Berbers, and the first waiting room was for the Arabs.
So this room was for what? The
It's
reception
all
room?
painted cedar.
The secretary.
This area is the living quarters of the owners of, then residents of the palace. It was occupied by the French from 1912 until 1955. Now it's not occupied by anybody. There's Linda and Youssef.
Beautiful stucco work, which is painted here. Whereas in other rooms, it's
This
just
is
plain.
living quarters of one of his 4 wives.
The favorite.
And this was the favorite of the 4 wives because she was the first one to give the vizier a son,
Then we have
an heir.
then the Arabic calligraphy, the one which is painted with the blue. But in the whole room, only 2 words, and they are repeated. And these 2 words are health forever.
Oh,
okay. Perfect. The sunshine, these beautiful colors are reflected in the house. And the private apartment was divided into the bedroom The second part is used for musical entertainment.
It's the ceiling. It's kind of like his dressing room almost.
When we close it, so I'm going to take a picture of it closed.
That's a closet kind of concealed into the wall.
Maybe this one will close.
What's interesting is that's a door that's hinged. And when the door closes, through the arch, you see that little door that's open and closed. This alleyway is walking through the Mela, which is the Jewish quarter, or was the Jewish quarter until 1955. This is the entrance to a synagogue, which we're about to walk in, that is still in use.
Then we have also in the Malach, the Jewish cemetery.
There's a cemetery.
Yes.
And you're in a big open courtyard. We'll have to get Rabbi Liz to translate that for us. One thing for sure is we're in 5775, so that was done in 1492. This is the shul. That's the ark. Scrolls above there. That's the ladies' balcony. And there's the bima. This is beautifully restored.
Yes.
Oh, we're inside the ark.
I'll be like reading. Okay? Be reading. I want to check with my camera.
I'll do that. It's the craziest city. Traffic keeps going and people keep going. A little market square. This is the wall of the palace. And there's our friends, the storks. Next stop, Palais Badia. Unbelievable. And the storks are everywhere. Click, 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 click. Now this palace is, these are just ruins of it.
And this was built in the 16th century and exactly in 1578. And it was finished in 1603, which means more than 25 years to build.
And who lived here?
The Saadian king Ahmad al-Mansur al-Thani, the famous Saadi. Saadi Ahmad the victorious and the golden.
Ahmed?
Ahmad
Oh, Ahmed, but you...
al-Mansur
but not Ahmed. different.
Yeah. Ahmad al-Mansur means the victorious because of winning the Battle of the Three Kings, and it was against the Portuguese.
Oh.
Okay. It-Dahbi was restored. We call it the Pavilion of Khayzuran. Khayzuran was the name of his wife.
Oh, okay. His favorite one.
He only had one
This
wife?
king had only one wife.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I can't believe.
The third one was there.
Yeah.
Now it's empty. This is the one that was made of crystal. And
The
imagine
Crystal
that
Palace.
in the 16th century.
So that, but everything was stripped clean, right?
Yes.
By the looters.
I will tell you why.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the fourth one here.
So that was the onyx? No, the green.
The green is the tiles. It was
Tiles.
totally covered with tiles.
Can you imagine how gorgeous this had
Yes.
to be?
So
They were reserved for foreign embassies.
This is the guest rooms part of the palace that has been restored enough that you can see it.
They were reserved for foreign embassies.
It seems that this palace was destroyed when they built the palace in Meknes, and the mullah, whatever his name is,
Alawites.
decided he wanted his own royal city, and he plundered this palace in order to build his own. This is a view from the top, looking down at this huge courtyard. Over this way that we're facing, beyond that wall, is the palace of the current king, where the trees are with the green roofs. This view is the Medina, and over here the Nella. And quite honestly, when you look at it from here, from the top, it all looks like a pile of rubble and slums. It's a mosque.
Oh, satellite dish?
Typical rooftop. Well, everyone doesn't have a satellite dish, but boy, there's a lot of them.
A lot of them.
That way they can get onto Al Jazeera and know what's happening.
Yeah. The basins.
It's another mosque.
6
It's
is
a
the
minaret.
audience
Shows up.
pavilion.
We're going to be going to this Sadi tombs, which are right near that mosque.
7 is the
That's the local vegetable market. Trying to tell him why his carrots are better than someone else's.
Oh, okay.
and it was built by the first dynasty from a Berber origin called the Almoravids. The Almoravids came from the south of Morocco.
So when we talk about the Casbah, this is the famous Casbah, which literally in this place means fortress. As Yusuf said, this was set up in 1200. And it exists today as a significant area of the city.
Minaret, yes. And near the mosque there is the Sadi,
Okay.
the royal cemetery.
We're going to go to a mosque in Casablanca. Because you're allowed to go in if you're not a Muslim.
The Mosque of the
That
Casbah.
one you can
Yes, yes.
The Sardine tomb.
where we have tombs of the kings, their wives, children, and at the same time the most faithful servants. Okay, and this is what you see outside. These are the tombs of the servants. So there are
These
three
the
main
the
rooms.
servants are
Yeah.
here. Okay.
Pillars. Okay. Remember the
Yes,
famous Carrara marble.
Yes.
And beautiful mosaics.
When I get back, I'm going to just.
So there are three different tombs here. One is the tomb of the kings, one is the tomb of children, and one is the tomb of women, which constitutes the wives and the concubines. Out here, these are the tombs of the faithful servants of the Saadian kings. This indeed is the room with the tombs. Interesting, the colors on that. This is the room where the king's children were buried. It's an extension of the main tomb we just ran. These are the king's wives. They're not queens. This is the entrance to the women's tomb.
Near the mosque, there was a market where books were sold, and this was built in the 12th century.
It's still
It is
a
still
working.
an active mosque.
Have you been in? Have you ever prayed in?
Yes,
this mosque?
yes,
Yes, you
many
have.
times.
Yes, you have.
And the mosque was built by the famous Al-Muhad, or Jacob the Victorious.
The Victorious.
And he got this title because of winning the Battle of Alarcos, and it was against the Spanish. And to celebrate his victory, he decided to build three mosques, three towers. First one in Marrakesh, the second one in Seville, in Spain. It's called La Giralda. And we have the third one in Rabat, the one which was not finished. All three.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Oh, there's
Five, I will explain.
Okay.
Five means the five pillars of Islam. Three means the three monotheist religions. Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Nara Garden. And this was built in the 12th century. Yes, by the Al-Muhad.
When he said there were 10,000 olive trees here.
Hot.
This is a reservoir in the center of this park. And the reservoir is fed with an underground piping system from the high Atlas Mountains. That pavilion was built for the king to come down and look at his gardens. And we don't know if it's going to come out because it's quite hazy, but way back there. Those are the snow-covered peaks of the high Atlas Mountains. And there's a ski trails up there, I'm told. This is the souk in the Medina in Marrakesh. We're walking through here. Bags, anybody? This is obviously the section that deals with colorful fabrics.
With all the arches.
The madrasa?
Madrasa Ben Yusuf.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
And that's the ceramic museum?
Is this?
Now inside the museum of pottery. As soon as Yusuf gets us our tickets. This is a magnificent courtyard that just opens up around you. You can kind of see it. This goes over like that, a wowie. With this fountain in the center. Delete that. This is a school for imams.
5-year study.
5-year study in
Quranic.
Quran and Islam.
Does anybody do really makes it special? So I bet most of the good ones came from this. It's very special. I feel that.
The beautiful carving, all that's done by hand. On the wall. So this room was a mosque.
This is the room.
And that's the prayer niche.
Yes.
In there. Inlaid ceiling is hand-painted cedar.
My ceiling doesn't come out so good.
These are the rooms where the students live. So there's 132 rooms. And they probably average about 4 in a room. Now we're going into the Ceramics Museum. Before it was an Islamic school. Nice decorative saddle for an Arabian saddle. This is an incredible room. It was once obviously a courtyard, and now it's covered. It's spectacular. The lighting fixture in here is amazing. Just amazing.
Look at this. You mentioned the size of the play. How big is it?
And obviously we can see the ceiling in the background.
Metal workers.
Okay.
Now that's a heck of a way to get around town.
Okay.
That's for real. This is the area where there's leather workshops. And turn the way. This is the suit of metal workers. The stairway. All at the stall. All these things are made by hand.
Marcus.
You think? These are iron workers. Amazing. All done by hand. Another different suit. Fabrics. Linda's at home now at Khalid Art Gallery. She found this in the photos gallery. Fascinating. Man alive. This suit goes on and on.
someone is caught here driving his scooter,
Yes.
there is an amount of 300 dirham.
Oh boy. Right then and there.
The time they stop.
Oh, okay.
I think it's nice who's coming by to go check you out. Thank you. Merci. Yes. He's right ahead of you. Everywhere we go, it's getting more and more crowded. There he is. This is quite a pipe here. Look at this pipe. When you want to have a hash party, this is the pipe to use.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This is like an olive oil corner here. Olive. And all it sees is olive. Yeah. This is where we were last night. We're going to lose him.
Can I just
show me what you're doing here?
He's pulling the teeth. He will pull your teeth if you want. He's a dentist, right?
He's a dentist.
He's a dentist. Look at all those teeth.
I see.
And here's the
He makes false teeth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
These are all teeth that he pulled. Good, yeah?
Yeah, very good. Good.
Too good. Yeah, good. Central Park. This is the synagogue in Marrakesh. It's a functioning synagogue.
Isn't he? Just left his tally bag here, look.
I'll come over. That's the bima up there. And the people here, some of them are in the habit of leaving their talit and prayer books on their seats.
Well, look at the...
Like that. There's the bima. It's just two of the Torahs. They're just beautiful. And this round type of Torah cover is very Sephardic.
This women's section right here.
That little balcony
My flash on, right?
is where the women sit.
Look at that, all the way back there.
This is on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Seder of Tu B'Shvat.
Oh.
Now we're inside the Majorelle Gardens in Marrakesh. These were made and built by money from Yves Saint Laurent, and it was upkept by a foundation that he left. And it's drizzling a little bit, so we probably won't take many pictures today. I think we're in Arizona. More cactus. It is just like being in Arizona. Just to dispel the myth, this is a real saguaro. Not in Phoenix. It's quite the beautiful gardens. And we really are in the tropics. Fantastic. No, I agree. Yves Saint Laurent Memorial, apparently his ashes are placed here. So we walk across this bridge, and we'll see where we go. Now, so this garden, I guess, is about as well designed as what Yves Saint Laurent did with his clothing and fashions. It's just really, it's breathtaking. In memoriam, Yves Saint Laurent, born 1936, died 2008. Didn't live a long age.
Was he 72?
Yes. And just spectacular variety of cacti. Wow. This is why there's incredible amount of labor in this country taking care of the things when they choose to take care of it. Jardin Majorelle. That's it. We're about to go into the Grand Mosque of Hassan II. It's one of the top 1 or 2 largest mosques in the world. Yeah, that's the building. And that's the minaret. And we're going to walk across the road and go in. Huge. With these magnificent doors. This is art. This is a place where men go for their ablution. And that's where the ladies go.
Guaranteed, was guaranteed by 2,500 workers, 10,000 craftsmen. Real. And then for women, see, these are for the women, see the mezzanines. So the women can't.
The balcony for the women.
I think so.
This place is huge. Holds 80,000 people.
Warzazat, taroudant, airfood, and seasoning. All the materials I said are Moroccan, except for 2. The chandeliers, do you know whereabouts? Can you guess where they come from? White Carrara marble from Italy. So please, The Carrara marble and the chandeliers are Italian, the rest is Moroccan. The capacity of this prayer hall is about 25,000 worshippers at a time. 5,000 women pray above in those mezzanine. 20,000 men on the floor. The floor is heated electrically at winter time. Today it's not, we can feel it. He walks in the middle, the king walks in the middle until the niche. Until Carrara marble. And he sits on the first range by the people and participates in the prayer. These glasses and the small channels are filled with water. Can you see? The middle.
Oh, in the
when
middle.
it's
Okay,
full.
now they're cleaning them. Okay.
They're cleaning the carpets.
We're gathering knowledge about the religion. We have a wonderful guide who's...
Yeah. Our direction to Mecca. That's the way of Mecca. Whenever you see that niche inside a mosque in Morocco, that will be your direction to east. This is east. Please, the direction of Mecca, it depends in which country you are. In Morocco, east. In Turkey, southeast. For example, in Iran, west. Clear? We have to face Mecca, but it depends in which country you are. In Morocco, always east. The cycle tree of the King Hassan. The family tree of the king. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you can see with me, above at the corner. Yalla. I think you can guess. It's, look there. Loudspeaker.
Oh, loudspeaker. Oh my. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I see that.
Loudspeaker.
Yeah. That's right. Loudspeaker.
Very clever.
Oh,
Well
that
done.
is very clever. Good.
This is the inside of the entrance doors. The doors are cedar core and bronze on the outside.
Wow.
We were upstairs looking down.
Yeah, that's right.
Be careful to the little steps, please. The ablution rooms inside a mosque is the part in which we purify ourselves before each prayer. The part in which we wash before we pray. We have ablution rooms for men, ablution rooms for women. This part here is reserved for men. For us, we have the same part, same size, same design on the other side. When the water is set, we call it in Moroccan Arabic hammam. As you see, it's like swimming pool. The water of that pool, 1 meter and 50 deep in the middle. 1 meter 50, 1 meter and a half, or 5 feet. It doesn't look like that. But please, it goes down. The temperature of that water is about 33 centigrade. It will be very warm. The room is neat with sea. It comes out of that box.
This mosque is located right on the Atlantic Ocean, and probably can see the fog, mist rolling in. I assume it's because there's a big difference in the water temperature and the air temperature. This mosque was just enormous. A huge minaret can be seen from any place in the entire city of Casablanca that's got a clear view of the sky. This is the development which is taking place in Casablanca along the waterfront. It's enormously developed. It's an expensive house.
And
They are building malls, hotels.
Panorama from
Right by the
a long way away. Size of that mosque. Rival St. Peter's.
Offices, like that one, you have read Tribunal de Premier Instance. It's a court. We have a governor. We have a wali. A wali. A wali is the person in charge. And a wali is not like a system, someone who is elected. No. A wali in Morocco is someone who is only chosen. Why? Because a wali is exactly the king instead in that city.
Okay, so when the king's not there, the wali is like a vice president.
The king is in Rabat, but the wali government. Let me show you something. So can you guess who is the man on the statue? He is Marshal Lyoté. He is the general who was taking charge of Morocco during the colonization.
Oh wow. Oh no. Yeah.
And because that gentleman was a very nice person and he did a lot of great things in Morocco, they put a statue as a memorandum of his, you know, of his character in Casablanca. And on
This is the working temple in Casablanca. What's this called? The CE Temple.
Bethel.
Bethel. All those memorial plaques. This building was commemorated in 1949. I believe that's what it says. 10th of September 1949. That's when the French were running the show. Those are the memorial plaques that are outside.
I put my jacket and
And
come
we
back.
wonder if there was
You
some
can
on
get
the
in,
inside.
No problem.
And this is a magnificent temple. And beautiful stained glass windows. There's the bima.
We get plenty of money.
It's the ark. What does it say above there?
You just missed us singing there.
Yes, up.
Up there.
That's where
Just
they,
like the mosque you saw.
just like the mosque. And it's the same ratio. It's 1/10 women and 90% men.
Religion, you know? There's so many similarities. The men are separated from the women.
You know, at the
You
back.
don't eat pork, you kill the chicken a certain way. So many. The cleanliness, we got to go